We can just dance the night away until we get no more. I'll shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. But just tonight, could you just dance the night away?
Alright, we went to Lion's Arch and got the thing going. Okay, so he's just talking about. Okay, so we got this. We're doing chapter 1. Royalty from the domain of Winds has taken a keen interest in recent developments with the Eteria Alliance. They are very impressed with your heroism of Jantha. As a gesture of good faith, an old friend of mine will be traveling to meet with you and other esteemed rangers from the Alliance. As a fellow wanderer of the wilds, I imagine you'll have much to bond over. You can find him in Lion's Arch. Okay, so here in Lion's Arch with me, I see. He's over there? Oh, you know what the funny thing is? There are players who were talking about this door at one point. And talking about, like, what's behind it. I don't know if this is actually that or if it's just a neutral territory that we're meeting the guy at, but we'll find out. Ah, so it's these guys. Hello.
Yes, Commander. Look at you. Pardon my candor. You are not what I imagine when I visualize a commander. Not those from the Dominion of Winds. Peril at your service. Calidris told me you had kind eyes, but I did not expect them to be so journeyed.
I'll need to give him my best. Now, how can I help you?
I am an archer of the royal house. We still contemplate our role in Tyrian politics, but there are many who wish to participate. I've come on behalf of Gavia, a great warrior from our people, to teach you the art of the Gale Shot, to share our culture with you. Our soldiers are all adept archers like myself, but the bows that we wield are different from what you may expect. Harnessing powerful squall magic that enchants our forests, we summon a bow spun from wind to guide our arrows. It may be tricky without a talon to draw your bow, but here, may I teach you more?
Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Tell me what you got. Okay. I have some business I'd like to discuss with you. It involves Captain Council, so your discretion is appreciated. Mind meeting me near the Bay Docks and Lion's Arch, the sooner the better. Okay. I'd love to learn more about your people. A curious mind. Gladeshot was an famous archer of the the Great House. We weave our bows with yeah, okay, so this is what you told me earlier. Okay. So I do have the power to just max out my Gladeshot, but I kind of want to get to the territory first. And I also kind of want to read the skills, because I have been looking for Gladeshot for a while. I'm so excited. I'm hoping for, like I said, a quick DPS or a quick heal or something, because Rangers aren't necessarily fast. They're not slow, but they're not fast. They're not like engineers that can get quick DPS or quick healing and stuff, which I think might be really nice. I mostly want quick DPS because I don't want to have to use two. I kind of don't want to have to use two untamed classes. I really would love to be able to have one class for each kind of build type, just for the variety purposes, not necessarily for for it being super functional, that kind of thing. I want it to be functional, but I'm like, I could tolerate it if it was just okay. If it sucks, no. But like if it's an okay thing, then I can accept it, which is why I kind of am hoping that we can get like a good build. And I kind of think that there's some classes that really need it. Engie probably is gonna end up getting a spoil rotten with speed if they give them more speed. So we'll see. Ooh, that's a beautiful picture. I love that. Shit. Sorry, that was a little loud. I was sipping coffee. Hello?
We just want to know where this cargo's headed. Maybe give us a little peek, yeah?
That's between me and me captain.
Magnus has claim on this port.
Magnus who? I don't see anyone.
You'd get along much better with folks on Laughing Gull. Lion's Arch is for sensible mariners.
Listen here.
Stand down, Kiango. Don't make me clean up your mess. This isn't Istai. I'd recommend you all find some work to do. Elsewhere.
You heard, Mum, yeah? Time to get back in line.
Shh, don't start.
Graham. Or should I tell the Captain's Council that their underlings' loyalty is cheap? Ah,
Yeah.
Commander.
Yeah.
Guess you
Don't
got Lawson's message.
don't egg
Sorry
them.
about this. They'll behave.
Yeah, I was say don't egg them. You know, they listen to their commander or their boss. Be polite.
Saida, what are you doing here?
Bought myself a seat on the Captain's Council. Thought it was time I flexed my political artistry. Maybe make a coin or two.
They let you do that.
Well, technically Peter gave me his seat, and I replaced the Capricorn for him. A win-win. The boy needed some sea air.
But Nashblade has thoughts.
Taken care of. I convinced the council that we need a ninth seat again to accommodate Cantha's integration into the trade circuit. Nothing is official, but Nashblade will be the first name on the ballot. Rumors about a Canthan candidate too, some gang leader. But now I have a nose in all of Lion's Arch's business. It's seafaring business anyway. That's why Lawson called for you.
Should I be nervous?
Maybe. I witnessed some unscheduled departures while overseeing an alliance trade. All of them were manned by Inquest. The ships joined with 3 other Inquest vessels to the south, and then the whole fleet departed shortly after. I don't trust those miscreants as far as I can throw them. Not after what we witnessed in the Isles.
Mm-hmm.
So I should be nervous. That doesn't sound good.
Say, I need to wrap things up here. Canuck should be somewhere nearby. Can't keep track of that one. I'll catch up shortly.
Alright. Hello, Trouble?
I heard you were skulking nearby. Did you also buy a seat on the Captain's Council?
Darling, does this look like the face of a man with a day job? No. I purchased myself a ship. I named her Martingale. Her anchor is dark steel. Her deck is covered in the finest elderwood. Ah, the smell. There are a number of splendors to be had from a good vessel. The vacations, the gambling opportunities, the business ventures. Or were you looking for my take on the whole Inquest debacle? I just wanted some fresh air. Talk to Lawson for that business.
Oh my word. Not just the fact that he's enjoying himself is really funny. He's got himself a nice retirement gig going on, doesn't he? I could walk down the stairs like a civil person, but no.
Welcome back to Lion's Arch, Commander. You all caught up then?
Good to see you, Lawson. Saida filled me in on the inquest. And her new seat on the Captain's Council.
No one is more thrilled about the latter than Peter. As for the inquest, never been a fan. Pretty crooked lot. I did some digging after Saida came to me. Found records of them purchasing several ships from citizens in Lion's Arch, which is already odd for such an armed organization. Not sure what they need traditional vessels for, but this isn't a group we want to see mobilized, not at this scale. And I don't care how much coin the city took in from those sales.
I should touch base with Councillor Ludo. She might know something.
Ah, I met that one once. Sharp bite.
Okay. Lots of little errands going on here. Introduction-wise, this makes sense.
Commander, not a call I would have hypothesized today.
Councillor, you wouldn't happen to know anything about the inquest purchasing ships in Lion's Arch, would you? They've taken a whole fleet south. I'm there now discussing it with a few captains from the council.
Inquest. Purchasing ships. Those old, shriveled, bumbling... The budgeting committee is stingy, but funding's been atypically unforgiving. First, it was cuts to the colleges. Then little snips here and there. I wouldn't be surprised if someone was giving handouts to the inquest. Alchemy.
Oh.
I have a few ideas. Why don't you meet me in Ratasum? A member of the Arcane Council shouldn't get her hands dirty, but you can.
I'll be there soon. Ludo wasn't aware. I'm headed to Ratasum to help her look into this.
I'll join you. I can tell her what Lawson and I found. Kanak, watch the ships.
Oh. Ew.
I like how he's like, ew. Okay. Alright, let me see here quick. I need to see if there was anything else story-wise that I was missing from that. I think I got everything. Yeah. Hold up. Okay, we'll see. There was an achievement that I had to do to follow somebody, and I don't know if I did do that or if I just had to stand there. So let me check real quick. I may have to. I think I did though, because it has the achievement thing mentioned. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if there was anything undone, it would say something otherwise. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Meet with someone at the Ratasum. So we'll see where Ratasum, where they're at in Ratasum. So somebody has been cutting corners for all of the other Asuran stuff, but there are, I think somebody's in the council is pocketing or giving them stuff to the inquest, which means that there's a crooked underbelly. So one of the obviously council members is probably an inquest. Which to me, I was suspecting for a while. Because there's so many, like, assassination attempts and whatnot. And granted, the council with the Asurans is fickle at best. And straight up moody for every other thing. Ooh, I like this. Look at this picture here. I like that these two are emoting. They're doing something. Hello, my dear. What can I help you with?
I appreciate your efficiency, Commander. And friend of Commander.
Captain Saida of the Captain's Council. At your disposal.
The captain has some intel on our inquest situation. You can trust her.
The more the merrier, as far as I'm concerned. What have you got?
I was tasked with observing the ley-infused jade filter trade between Cantha and Alona in Lion's Arch.
Right.
Ooh.
Early that morning, I witnessed 5 ships depart the bay. No record of where they were going. They were manned by Inquest. Joined a few other Inquest vessels a ways out. My tech tracked their signal before it was cut. Unfortunately, the trade vessels from Cantha and Alona arrived shortly after, so I had to pivot my attention.
Ah, excellent. Thank you for sharing, Captain. As I told the Commander, things have been odd around here as well. I suspect their funding is coming from somewhere else in Ratasum. If they're seabound, then perhaps we can learn more from the dock workers. The Inquest vessels would have boarded right here.
As good a place to start as any. Let's go.
Okay. So we'll start snooping around. Up here in my ears and work, what do you need? Notice any suspicious activity, perhaps, from the inquest?
Don't make a scene.
Oh, sweetie. Don't you make a scene. Alright. One inquest down. I bet you anything they're all inquest. Wouldn't that be just something? Oh yeah, I forgot that I could have my mounts on this. I forgot these are the newer instances, and you could actually have your mounts on them. Nice. Hey, you. I've got a long list of repairs ahead of me. If you want yours done sooner, take it with Petty. Actually, I was wondering if you've seen anything around usually.
Things have been shady around here for sure. Someone stole my lunch 2 days in a row.
Okay, look, that is shady. Put some laxative in it, tell them you have a condition, and then do it that way. I swear, if any more bookings tries to cook, dock their vessels in a ship without the proper reservation, I'll quit. Oh, okay, so you're worried about people. I haven't seen anyone use the in Guild Wars 1 they were calling him this. It's been the first time I've actually seen it in dialogue that I actually recognize what they said it, because I always just thought it was a different word. Any of the any of those unregistered ships belong to the Inquest by chance?
My pocket is heavy enough.
Okay. Alright. Good. What about you? I'm up to my ears in work. Okay, yeah.
Got enough on my plate today, buddy. Try someone with more time to spare.
Okay. Fair. What about you? I don't have time to jibber jabber. Make it quick. Do you know what the Inquest were doing right here recently?
Tried to play nice.
And now you're dead, so you know. You didn't play nice very well. Also, I feel like these dock workers, we're gonna end up having an issue on the dock here where the robots are gonna turn on us. Hello, you have a name. That's concerning. Welcome aboard. What can I do for you? Looking for information of the Inquest ships that sailed from here recently.
Inquest are a real nasty bunch, that's for sure.
I do like your head scarf and stuff, like the wrappings and things. I like the wrappings for them. I'm about to meet. Okay, yeah.
Careful now.
Oh, sweetie. What about you? Oh, do you think this was...
Sorry, I was on a repair assignment in another sector for the last month. Don't think I'm much help.
Aw, at least you thought of helping.
I don't know anything, and you'd be better off if you stopped asking.
So you do know something, you're just scared to mention it, because probably a person of power or a person is, risking stuff. Fine day, isn't it? Feels great. Good to get back on port again.
I guess it's been a little quiet around here. Usually a lot more bickering.
Not especially concrete, but validating. I suppose we could head to the Port Authority database. Might need to use a little elbow grease, but if we can access the port's terminal, we can leverage their operations log. They should have information on all recent departure activity,
I'll grab myself
along
a
with
slice
the
in a second.
appropriate authorizations. We love paperwork in Radasum. The gate simply won't disengage unless you've submitted your paperwork.
That's fair. Alright.
Combat ready.
I do like that we're getting a chance to find an excuse to hang around Radasum a little bit. I hope we get more excuses.
Code access. Intruders.
Intruder. Ma'am, I am Arcane Council. You can stand down.
Why are you
Commander,
both so big?
You have my full permission to end this swiftly. I shouldn't engage.
Absolutely. Why are some of them bigger than everyone else? Like, some of them are, like, really big. Are they supposed to be, like, the champions or the veterans? That's what I'm guessing.
I don't have enough.
Oh, I dodged up too quickly. I should have waited till it was closer to the end. Because they're, like...
confirmation that we're looking in the right place, I'd say.
Because this one was big, and this one was kind of medium-sized big. So I'm like, okay. It'd be different if two of them were big. Alright.
Alright. Let me enter my verification code.
Have you been blocked out?
I have an A2 security clearance. Oh, someone must have manually blocked my identification. Ugh. We'll need a physical access card. Look around. Maybe one of the workers set theirs down.
Wow.
Nothing here. There we go.
Haha! I didn't look very far, did I? Hey, girly. Welcome to the priority access terminal. Can you access with it? I'd like to list every record. Okay. I have compiled a list of recent access files, starting with file 9B 291H. I will summarize 2B 29101H. A new inquest leader has been named, and inquest priority has productivity has been increased. What? No. A new leader.
It's been an eventful year for the inquest. It's sad that they're relevant at all these days. But their unorthodox approach to research still garners support in Ratasum. But their unorthodox approach to research still garners support in Ratasum. Some, at least.
Here's the summary of it. A storage facility containing Zin's research was recovered from Radanovis. A few months ago, the research was broken into. The Arcane Council is investigating. New research on from Zen. Shocked that there wasn't more newsworthy.
I almost forgot about that incident. Happened when you were in Janthier, Commander. I don't imagine someone like Zin would be pleased with the inquest misusing his research.
Okay. Of course, what happened?
Encrypted. We'll have to go deeper. Commander, the honors?
Oh, we gotta do the thing again. Oh, this can get difficult, isn't it? 1, 1, 2, 1. Alright, awesome. Let's pick up where we left off, starting with this. Okay. Here's a summary. The inquest has been approved for departure. Best redacted. Destination redacted. Approval redaction. Lots of information has been wiped, but it's nothing.
Here we go.
Looks like the destination was corrupted.
As was the authoriser's identity. Convenient. The evidence continues to stack. It's all coming together now. For better or worse.
It's not great. This is a work order for the Port Authority operations team to redirect rations from Dock 3, the Tyria Alliance vessel, to Dock 7. So they stole resources from us, assholes. We're not going to like this.
I'm supposed to approve or deny all Alliance operations in Ratasum. Keep looking.
Over to the Port Authority. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. Is redirected, whatever, allowed me to summarize. Counselor formally requested that rations be redirected from Transformers to the Inquest. Oh, somehow it gets worse.
Yuck. Of course. Why anyone ever supported Inquest being on the Arcane Council, I'll never understand.
Okay. Because Flax has ordered an audit of the Port Authority terminal records. Special verification may be needed to access records during audit.
The High Counselor too? Flax, I thought we were above this now. Okay. If Flax is involved somehow, then things are likely more dire than I expected. Officially, I don't condone breaking into the Counselor's office. Unofficially, your options are limited.
Pirate's hard in this one.
We can take a portal downstairs. It'll get us close to the High Counselor's laboratory. We'll strategize from there.
Man, we're gonna. So this has gone deep. The corruption in Ratasum has gone really deep. Oh, that's not great news. But I mean, we already knew this was probably gonna end up happening because Char's having their reform. This, so it's kind of like every race is gonna end up going through its own reform. Like Char having to go through the reform with Ice Brew. Humans were affected in with the current like Bloodstone stuff that was in Jantha. So now we're going to be doing the reforms for the Asurans, which means that I don't know what that means for the other races, because that leaves the Norns and Savarians, I think, for reform that would need to be done. And the Savarian haven't really done anything wrong yet, but the Nightmare Court might become a problem later. I don't know, I hope they are, because the Nightmare Court kind of seem like chumps, if you really think about it.
His lab is just ahead, but this is as far as I can go. If I were to get caught, that'd be a whole other can of worms. This time of day, the old fart's probably in there with his personal crew. Security will be aggressive. Though they're certainly not letting you in like that. Far too tall. I'll put a glamour on you. Make you look like one of his crew. Let me know when you're ready, Commander.
Probably best if I stay behind too. One person is less conspicuous.
I just don't think you want to be an Asuran. I don't think you want to play it.
There. Be quick.
Alright.
Finally, the best race.
Finally, the best race, whatever. I wonder if you're an Asuran, if you probably get a glamour to hide your identity and not so much.
The first time you play as
Halt!
Garrus
Oh,
and a Ranger.
you here for the crew change?
Yeah.
Hurry up. The High Counselor isn't feeling patient today. And you brought a pet? Flax is gonna hate that. But hey, it's their retirement ceremony.
Okay. Sorry, I couldn't make golems, I sucked.
Numbers are substandard. I'm trying to fortify our data collection, not expose it to our competitors.
Yes, sir. We're trying. The waypoint frequencies have never been the most secure, and Cantha...
Cantha? Don't mention Cantha in here. I refuse to compare our legacy of excellence to their gimcrack infrastructure.
I need to get him out of that office.
Delicate kind, now get away. Would be a rapid and would have both our heads. That's Graham. Okay. Guess I'll have to tell him which lab tech you said your ears look funny.
No! I wasn't paying attention.
Why has the Flux Correlator halted data organization? Zeba, a word? So,
detected.
what happened here?
Quiet.
I don't know. This was fine.
Everyone, stop what you're doing. We are going to stand here.
Good to know Ludo isn't alone in all of this. Can't imagine all of Radasuma lining with the inquest. Ludo's going to hate this. Castora. This must be where they're headed. I wonder what else Sin knew.
That's it, right?
Well, this confirms Flax's involvement. The High Counselor working with the inquest behind closed doors. Well, that confirms it. Time to get out of here.
I'm so sorry. Oh God, you let me try again.
I have all day.
I like how he's getting upset with his subordinate like a bad child. Like, tell me if you broke the vase. Tell me, come on. All right.
Flax is in on the whole thing. Coordinated with Inquest leadership to raid Zin's storage facility for data. They're headed to an island called Castora, searching for something, but they were smart enough not to write it down. Damn it!
Castora, huh. I've heard the name. A seafarer's fable. It's an island to the far southwest. A couple weeks' journey, at minimum. Not approachable, best I know. I haven't heard of anyone going and leaving. But that explains why they needed ships. Too far for airship capability, and I didn't think it was even possible by sea. That's a very dangerous stretch of ocean. But such a journey could put my name next to Margaret's. I could surpass her glory, even. I can try to get you there, Commander, if we think it's a good idea. If the Inquest think they can reach the island, I bet we can too.
Calm, Captain. I'll confirm with the Alliance for the sake of protocol, but as a counselor of Radasum, I'll encourage it. As for the Arcane Council, I do not envy your status, Ludo. Neither do I.
Aw, she's gonna have to turn it up. They're gonna have to go through a whole reform. That's gonna be so brutal.
I'm going to touch base with my sister next. She's been overseeing some changes to the Dynamics curriculum. Hard to book. But if Flax and Yak are moving in shadow, I need to make sure the rest of the Arcane Council is ready to take action.
I'm sorry, Flax. Okay, the name Flax is fine because it's whatever. But Flack and Yak, like, come on. Dude, whoever names their kid Yak, they hate their kid immediately because you're either naming him after a very fluffy cow or you're naming them after yakking up, which is another way of saying vomit. Really?
Castora is the sort of place that you hear stories about, but question its existence. This is a once-in-a-lifetime voyage. It's appeared on our maps under a few names, and you can see it if you stray far enough from the route to Cantha. I'm sure people have tried to land, but since we never heard those stories, they likely never made it back. But it's a strange choice for the Inquest. We don't know what's there, though perhaps they do now.
Alright. I think I've done everything I can do, so we'll head back out. Alright, and we're gonna end that video there. I'm gonna grab myself.
And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. I'll shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who